What is up, everybody? Welcome to episode 21 of the Nightly Nonsense Podcast. I'm your host, Adam. I'm here with Dave and Chris. So, boys, right before we hopped on here, for the listeners, we were recording a little bit earlier than we usually do, so I didn't get a chance to eat dinner, so I was housing a PBJ. I want to know, how do you guys construct your peanut butter jelly? Are you one piece of bread peanut butter, one piece of bread jelly? Me personally, I'm a both sides peanut butter and then jelly in the middle.
Oh, that's kind of.
Whoa.
I've never heard of that. I go bread, left side bread with peanut butter,
Okay.
right side bread with jelly. Take the peanut butter and place on top of the jelly side.
So your peanut butter's the top layer?
Yeah.
Okay.
Interesting. I'll go peanut butter, lick the knife clean,
Yep.
Yep.
into the jelly,
Yep.
which now that I'm thinking about it, I'm licking a knife every single time before I put it into jelly.
That jelly is
That-
disgusting.
that jelly's got some mouth moisture up in it.
Never thought about that before, and then I'll just go jelly on top of peanut butter.
Okay. So yeah,
See, I
then
don't
I-
do
and
the
then
jelly on top
always-
because it.
Always
Ooh.
diagonal slice.
okay.
For
You do
PB&J.
cut in half,
I don't cut.
Diagonal slice, though, not
but
half,
always diagonal. Okay.
Yeah.
I don't cut. I just go straight into the thing.
And then, are you guys? What's the creamy versus crunchy?
I knew
Creamy.
you were going to ask. I like crunchy.
Okay.
Whoa.
I'm a smooth / creamy myself. And then
What
are
is
you guys?
crunchy? Is it crunchy?
It just has peanuts in it.
It has the nuts in it. Have you never had crunchy
I
peanut
don't
butter?
think so.
Go to the
No.
store.
To
and
be
I mean,
fair,
a lot
I
of
also haven't had crunchy peanut butter.
really.
So I'm not anti-crunchy, but like I feel like with a peanut butter and jelly, the crunch factor isn't what I'm looking for. But like in college, Blake, he didn't like jelly, so he would just eat peanut butter sandwiches. So he would get crunchy because then it would add like a texture component
yeah.
as opposed to like just peanut butter. But
yeah.
A lot of people
like
do
it. And then-
potato chips, right, with PB&J, I think sometimes.
Yeah,
I don't know. I don't.
Factor. I've heard
maybe
that.
on the side, not inside.
I've heard
Oh,
I've
I've heard
heard it.
inside. Yeah, that's what I've heard.
Inside,
Well, I mean,
yeah.
most sandwiches, if like at Subway back in the day, I was constantly taking my chips and tossing them in there. I like the little crunch factor, just not when I'm eating a peanut butter and jelly because I'm not expecting that to be crunchy, so
Yeah.
I don't need the crunch.
Y'all need to inform yourselves and educate yourselves on crunchy peanut butter. It's good. There's some people who are like haters, which I'm glad to hear you're not haters of it.
To be
But-
fair, I've never tried it, so I can't say I hate
Exactly.
it, but like I like
Exactly.
peanuts, I like peanut butter. I'm not
You're gonna love it.
anti-crunch, so I wouldn't see why I wouldn't like it.
You're gonna love it. You got to try it.
And then final question, are you guys grape jelly every time? Do you mix it up? Sometimes there's strawberry. When it comes to the PBJ, I'm big classic, creamy peanut butter, grape jelly. If I'm just doing toast, I'll get experimental with my jams and jellies, but not with my sandwiches personally.
I prefer on a peanut butter and jelly grape, classic
Yep.
grape. I will dabble with strawberry from time to time. Adam, I know you know this because I've told you many times. I'm a big jelly connoisseur.
Yep.
Jellies and jams. So I love toast and then experimenting with different types of jellies and jams. But
I typically go grape, and then sometimes I'll mess around with a raspberry.
Ooh.
But what I learned about raspberry is there's a lot of seeds in them, and they're like these
Mhm.
little tiny seeds, and you can't really even like chew them, so that they'll get stuck in your teeth and stuff. So typically, I'll go for a grape.
On this
Sugar
last one,
free.
I said last question, but I actually have two more questions. And
Oh,
then,
man.
are you guys consistent with your bread? Are you a wheat bread? Are you a white bread? Are you getting crazy and maybe sprinkling a sourdough in there? I don't know.
No, that'd be crazy. A
On a
PB&J
peanut-
on
that-
sourdough.
That would be wild, but I don't know.
that would be kind
I'm
of wild for
typically a
PB&J.
wheat guy.
Wheat.
Yeah.
I grew up on wheat. Like that's what my dad always liked, so that's what I had in the house was wheat. But I will dabble with some white bread also. Like I find myself buying white bread more
Yep.
than wheat, and I don't really know why. I mean, I like it. I like white bread.
Okay. And then
Yeah.
final question. Do you guys have brand loyalty? Like I am a Jif peanut butter and a Smucker's grape jelly.
I'm on
but
Smuckers.
are you like, are
I'm
you
on
are
Smuckers,
you a
but then I
whatever
go-
the deal is?
No, I typically go for that Justin's peanut butter. It's a little bit more expensive, but it's got the fat is like a lot lower in it, and
Okay.
So I've
Just
never
another-
had Justin's peanut butter. I've only had their almond butter,
Yeah.
which is good. I'm Team Schmuck. I'm big schmucker.
Schmuck Daddy.
Yeah, I am the schmuck.
You
daddy.
schmuck it up all the time.
I just schmuck up my peanut butter. And
Now
jelly
I honestly
sandwich.
feel like I might have lied. We might have Welch's grape upstairs.
Ooh,
I might be a fraud.
You're a fraud.
I'll confirm post pod.
And then I'm Team Jif on the peanut butter.
Yep.
I'm Jif
I
guy.
feel-
it's fair. Valid.
Never known a Peter Pan person, and I feel like
No.
anytime there was ever like recalls, it was always Peter Pan had the salmonella.
Yeah, they're mixing things up in there.
What's
They're
a Peter
probably
Pan?
licking-
That's
they
a
were like-
brand.
That's a brand of
Yeah.
peanut butter.
Whoa!
They're probably
Ah.
licking. They're probably licking the knife. That's
What
was
happened on the
going over
copyright
there at
battle
Peter
there?
Pan.
There's got to be a story behind that, right?
Well, not that this is any type of legal tip of the day, but because it's not, because Dave's legal tip of the week, just the tip, got canceled. But if it's a different industry, then you can get away. There's a little more leniency on
Okay.
trademarks and copyrights across industries where there wouldn't be any confusion. So no one's confusing peanut butter with a cartoon character is pretty much the moral of the story.
Okay.
Interesting.
I know. That is interesting.
I'm not buying it, but
I know. I'm not really either.
because I'm sure there are little kids out there that are like, let's get this brand because it's Peter Pan. So then it's influencing the purchase decision.
Yeah. I wonder who the Peter Pan for peanut butter is. I wonder if it was like a guy that named Peter that used a pan to make peanut butter.
No, they knew what they were doing.
They
Wasn't
knew.
their first rodeo.
They knew. They
They
knew.
They used to be Captain Hook peanut butter, but they pivoted.
Exactly. They were like, oh, we can't be affiliated with the bad guy.
All right. I appreciate you boys for entertaining PB&J talk. Now let's get down to brass tacks here.
Brass tacks.
Super Bowl tickets. Have you guys seen the prices of these bad boys?
What
They're
are we
outrageous.
rocking with? I haven't
So
seen anything.
just to get in the door, the cheapest ticket is $8,000. And
No
then
doubt.
I saw it was Christian McCaffrey's mom was on like some sort of morning talk show, and she said that Christian and Olivia, his fiance or wife, I don't know if they're married, are not buying a suite because the cheapest suite price is $2.5 million.
That's outrageous and a joke.
Like that's
Like-
crazy.
There's no way. I would never pay that amount of money to go to the Super Bowl.
So, and it's because of that like I've heard on like radio shows and things like that, like Michelle Smallman on one of the local radio shows. I remember her saying like she had the chance through work to go to the Super Bowl, and she was like, it's actually a pretty underwhelming atmosphere because tickets are so high. The actual fan isn't there. It's just rich
Yeah.
people that can afford it. So it's not like, and because it's at a neutral site, it's not like the crowd atmosphere of being at like
No.
in Arrowhead for an AFC championship. Like that's 20 times the atmosphere that you'd get at the Super Bowl.
Yeah. It's a lot of corporate sponsors and stuff too.
Yeah.
So because of that, like that goes with the atmosphere thing, is you have all these corporate sponsors who are there that don't really care about the game. They're just there to pretty much tell people that they're there.
Yep.
And celebrities and all of that. I wonder why they're so high. Because here's the deal. Like the Chiefs being a smaller market from Kansas City, usually if it was like a New York versus LA type like Super Bowl, that's where I feel like the prices would be sky high.
I think
But-
it's more they're just steadily going up because it's basically going to be like we're going to find that break even point of what are people willing to pay. And I think it's also more location than teams
I
because
was
like we
gonna
just
say that,
said, like
yeah.
the fans aren't really the ones buying the tickets.
No.
Sure. Well, and if you
with
think about
being
it,
in Vegas.
it's not even just the ticket price you're paying for. I'm sure hotels and Airbnbs are
Mhm.
insane right
Oh,
now.
wild.
Flight
Yeah.
tickets are probably crazy. Like that
Yeah, that's
airport is
eight-
not gigantic.
That's
like that airport.
$8,000 just to get in the stadium.
Yeah, just to walk
Who
in the
knows
doors.
what concessions are going to be?
Right. Well, if you
Yeah.
got
Yeah.
8,000 to spend on the tickets, I don't think
Yeah,
you're worried
you're
about
not
a
worrying
$30
about that, so-
nachos.
You're like, "Ah,
um,
$30, who cares?
guys, excuse me for a second. I might have to I just realized I'm completely unprepared for a couple segments later on here. So you guys
Oh, no.
continue to talk for a second, and I might be quiet for just like a minute while I get
Okay.
this ready to go.
I love the honesty.
Chris, I'm gonna need you to move your head a little bit to your left. I'm trying to see the songs you're picking for lyric battle in the picture behind you.
Is that what you're doing?
I like reached out to you guys and I was like, can I do Let's Learn Sports? And I realized like I don't have like the actual like
you don't have the numbers
ready to go.
Because we're an honest podcast here. Last week, I didn't realize that I was doing Let's Learn Sports until Adam goes, Dave, it's your turn to do Let's Learn Sports. So I completely just winged that last week. Like I was hoping you guys couldn't tell because I'm like stuttering, but I was kind of like drawing out my intro. I'm like, so here's the deal, guys. Like, we're an honest podcast here.
That's why he gave us a layup and Chris just rapid fire.
But I didn't even think it was a layup. I did not expect. Anyway, that's last week's episode.
Right.
But I did not expect Chris to have that. No,
that. You guys talk about waste management for a second here, and then I'll jump back in. Just give me 1 minute.
Love it.
All right. Well, I'm rocking the TPC Scottsdale shirt this week.
Have you been there?
I've been there. I haven't played there, but I went there, and this was on clearance, and I was like, "This is a sick shirt, so I'm gonna buy it." But,
so are you a golf purist in the sense that you don't love the antics of the waste management, or do you like what the waste management does for golf?
Dude, I feel like you know me well enough to know that I think that it's pretty like awesome. Like I think it's cool. Like I'm all about it being crazy, and like I think the environment's one of the best. Like I know we're going to talk about like bucket list sports things that we want to go to, but like the waste management is up there for me actually with one of the tournaments I really want to go to just to experience that atmosphere. And I think in golf, you go to a lot of tournaments or you see tournaments on TV and like, yeah, I went to the PGA Championship in St. Louis. I've been to some senior events and like they're fun, but they are like one of those things where, you have to sit there, you have to be quiet, all of that. I think to go to a golf tournament where they pretty much tell you to be loud and like cheer like you're at other sporting events seems like that would be a great time.
So I do love that aspect of it, but like, I think I would get pretty annoyed with like the level that people get to. Like you see videos of people that like can't walk, like, like they're like, I feel like the level of drunk of the people that just go to like they go to the event not as golf fans just because it's a party, and I do think that aspect of it would annoy me. But I do love, I'm with you that like I love seeing the golfers also get into it, like when they get to 16 and like they pump up the crowd versus you have some of the old timers that are like, it's not golf, this is disrespectful to the game. Like I don't think it's that, like get over yourself. But
yeah,
I do think it could get to a point where I would get pretty annoyed with just like some of the people around me that aren't there for golf. They're just there to party.
Yeah.
If you're there for golf and there to party, then it's happening.
If you're talking in terms of like strictly being at the event, then yeah, I think that could get frustrating.
Yep.
At the same time, I think I would buy into it and I would be, just as wild as everybody else. But as far as like a spectator watching it on TV, I want both. I love the feel of like a very important tournament, the Masters, quiet, perfect, and every, manicured, perfect, beautiful. But then it's just as much fun to watch the waste management.
Like Kristen's parents for a while now, they've done like Kristen's dad picks a golf tournament that he wants to go to every year. And that's like one of the trips they do together. And they are big, like they are Wednesday, Thursday people. So he gets the last practice round and the first round. He's like, because he's like, especially for the waste management, he's like, not a chance I want to be there on Sunday. You kidding me? He's like, as a going upper 50s, lower 60s-year-old man, he's like, this is not the atmosphere for me. I want to like enjoy golf. I want to be able to walk around, follow guys, not just be in seas of drunk 20-somethings.
Yeah, that could be the move.
I'm like an avid believer that anytime you go to a golf tournament, like I think that Wednesday practice round is like something you have to
I
do.
mean,
Like
I've only
it's
been to
so fun.
one. I only went to the PGA when it was in St. Louis, but from my experience from that, I do feel like you have to go to a practice round because that's your best chance you have of like as a big Ricky Fowler fan when there's not crowds, like I could follow him for an entire day and be like
Totally.
almost arm's distance from him, you know? Whereas
Exactly.
like once you get into the heat of the tournament, like you're pretty much having to pick a hole and you're hanging out there all day.
The
Yeah.
Wednesday practice round at the Ryder Cup was just as crowded as
Really?
Thursday. I mean, like you couldn't get close to anything. It was packed.
Yeah. Well, and as an autograph guy, as people probably know or can see behind my head and stuff, like going on Wednesday, Tuesday and Wednesday, really, like that's prime like autograph
Yep.
seeking. Like they'll sign for everything, but except Bubba Watson complained about signing an
But
autograph
you
from
still
me,
got it.
but
You
I
I
got
talked
will
it
say
you
anyway.
talked him into it.
for my experience, I think like Whistling Straits is such a beautiful, amazing course. But as far as like the spectator's point of view, it's tough because it's very spread out, very hilly, and you
Mm-hmm.
can't like really walk
Hmm.
between or like there's no clear walkway. So if you want to get from 1 to like 12, it's like a 2 mile walk, like, and you have to just follow the course the whole way. So that
Yeah,
was like, that's a different element to it as well.
yeah. No, for sure. I mean, I feel like there are certain golf, like they're talking about doing a golf tournament at Paynes Valley and Branson, and that course is so hilly and like spread out, just like what you
Mm-hmm.
were explaining. I feel like watching a golf tournament there would be not a great experience, but that course is beautiful. So, I mean, I would go. But
So, Dave, you mentioned it earlier when we were talking about the Super Bowl, and then you also kind of brought it up here during this conversation, talking about like dream sporting events that you'd want to attend.
yeah,
So, one, we are going to do just a real quick top three sports events you would like to attend draft. But before we get into that, I want to hear both of your guys. What is that threshold that you think you would spend up to? Like, what's the most expensive for, like, ooh, I have the opportunity to do this actually? Like, this is a real thing if I'm willing to spend the money. What do you think that number is for you?
uh, I've said it before. Like, I would spend a lot of money to go to the Masters. Like I think that that would probably have to be my number one because like we talked about with the Super Bowl, not like a great game to go to. Um, World Series and like Stanley Cup prices aren't as high, so like
In this hypothetical world, all sporting event tickets are that high.
I would okay.
Is how we're gonna go, because yeah, like obviously a World Series ticket's never going to be $8,000, but we're saying like in this world, let's say to get into Game 7, you have to spend $2,000. Like that is the cheapest ticket.
Yeah, I think I would. I don't think I would do it. I think I would because you could watch that game on TV and it'd be just a. I mean, it would be fine. Like I think I would spend a couple $1,000s to go to the Masters.
Okay.
You can
Two
spend a couple
thousand.
$1,000s to go to the Masters.
I know that's well, no, like no, I can't, I can, but I like am not. I'm not like that's how much it costs to go. You're correct,
Right.
but but I haven't done it yet, have I? Like I'm not.
So then you're a liar.
At some
Because you
point in
wouldn't.
time,
Yeah, because you
wouldn't.
wouldn't. You wouldn't. That's what I'm saying.
I would. I would. I just am not at this current stage of my life willing to
Okay.
drop that amount. Like
Okay.
5, 10 years from now, yeah, I could totally see myself dropping $3,000 to go to the Masters.
Okay.
5-10 years from now, you're going to be a millionaire, Dave, a billionaire.
That's just not true. But I appreciate your confidence.
Chris, how about yourself?
I think right now, I'd spend probably three. Like if I could go to the final day of the Masters for $3,000, I would definitely do that. Now I don't think that's possible right now. You can't get a Sunday ticket for $3,000.
No, they're like 5 or 7, aren't they?
Yeah.
You guys are a little higher than me. I think I'm capping myself out at like 1,500.
To go
I
to
say that, but at the same time, like I'm like, all right, my limit's 1,500. But then as soon as I see a ticket, if it's like it's 1,800, I'm like, ooh, that's only 300 more. I'd probably do it, and then like that'd probably just keep going up. But I'm telling myself 1,500 probably.
What are you gonna say? What you would be willing to spend that amount on?
I'll talk about that in the draft here.
Oh man! All right,
All right.
So-
love that.
Yeah, we're gonna get right into it because now you guys already told me what your event is, so I could be a real schmuck and take it right off the board.
Like a
But that's-
Schmucker's grape jelly.
That's saying I get the first pick. How do we
Yeah.
want to do this?
We're gonna do our 1s and 2s game.
We could. Yeah, sure.
Yeah,
Let's do it.
let's do it.
All
All
right.
right, count us down, Chris.
So we're gonna do 3, 2, 1, go, and then on go we'll hold it up.
Okay.
All right,
Was that a
Yeah,
little?
didn't-
Was that a little reverse psychology there, Adam? Okay.
exactly.
All right. 3, 2, 1, go.
I'm out.
Yeah. So you're first.
So is that? Oh, that means I'm first.
Yeah.
All right,
Yeah,
let's
that's
go.
how we've been. And then at this point, we've just been gentlemen's agreement. So, Chris, would you rather have the second or third pick? Because
Well-
there's no way that one of us could.
Let's go
We're either picking the
clockwise.
same
I think
number.
clockwise is fair. So if we did kind of clockwise, even though we're in a line, it would be Adam then me.
See, for me, clockwise would be you then me.
Yeah.
Oh, you got a different setup? Okay.
On mine, it has me on the left, you in the middle, and Adam on the right.
Who's older? Am I older than you, Adam?
No, I'm older by like a week.
Yeah. Okay. So you go first. You go second, and I'll go third.
All right, I'll go first. We all know what I'm going to pick.
Yeah. That's my
Yeah.
number one pick too.
Yeah, so I'm going to go first overall pick in the sporting event draft. I am taking the Masters at Augusta National as my first overall pick. There's no golf tournament like it, allegedly. Haven't been, so I don't know.
See,
but
I brought this up because I asked this question in our guys chat, and then I brought it to this forum as well. I understand the allure and like everything that comes with the Masters, but like, is being there on Sunday really going like to be that great?
Yeah,
I feel
it will
like
be.
It would. It would
But
be.
like, so like,
Yeah.
walk me through it. How do you handle Sunday?
Doesn't matter. That place is magical.
I would
There's
do-
literally magic
would-
particles in the air.
Dude, I would do the same thing that I did for the PGA. I went straight to the 18th hole. I would gladly sit at the green.
See,
of
that's-
the 18th.
That's
You're
not worth
getting
it
to
to
the
me.
18th hole though, Dave.
I mean, I did it at the PGA Championship.
Like,
I think it's different at the Masters.
I mean,
Even if I'm
think
not.
I think
Even
it's a
if I'm
great
not.
pick. Like, I understand that event and it is what it is. I just can't see, like, to me, it's not worth it when half of your ticket price is just waiting for the people that could potentially win it 6 hours from now.
Yeah, but you see every group go through.
I know, but I don't care about Ricky Fowler, who's plus 10 going into Sunday.
Well, you would.
And I love
You're a
he
Ricky
didn't make the
Fowler
cut
guy.
at plus 10. First of all, there's no way
He
made
had
the
a
cut.
rough Sunday, Chris. He makes it.
That's a
he
rough-
makes it. He makes the cut, and then he folds Saturday and Sunday.
Well,
Okay.
here's my
So then
position
again,
on
you're
it.
also
Even-
you're seeing one
but
shot
Hold on.
from everyone,
Hold
and
on,
that's it.
hold on. My position is not that I even need to be at the 18th green. The fact that I'm there on Sunday of the Masters, if I'm on like hole 8 for a little bit on the fairway and then move to hole 12 and move
Yeah,
that's
right.
totally fine with me. Like
agreed.
being in the place.
Like I said, I understand the pick. I know it's probably a very common pick. It's just not the pick for me. But I respect
It's
your
all right.
decision.
Yeah,
I just
that's fine.
wanted to know your guys' thought process around it.
Thank you.
'Cause, like-
I appreciate
like,
it.
for
I'm
me-
glad I was able to explain.
No, for me with golf, like I think I would enjoy almost watching it on TV because then you're seeing like like all the big shots. Whereas with
Yeah.
that one, you're seeing a couple here and there. But
That's
But you
true.
can see all the big shots in any golf tournament watching it on TV, and the Masters all the other years that you watch it on TV.
yeah, that's why it's not in my draft because I will just continue to watch it on TV.
But this is like a once in a. Okay, all right.
Fair.
We
Yeah.
I hear
Yeah.
what you're saying, but I'm standing by my
Yeah,
decision.
nothing wrong with that.
Yeah. There you go. All right, who's next?
Me. So I am going to go with Game 7 of a World Series at Busch Stadium. Baseball is my favorite sport. Cardinals are my favorite team. Being at a Game 7, winner take it home, it'd be incredible atmosphere. So that's what I'm going with.
Makes sense. That would have been on my. That was on my big board.
I don't know. I'm torn here. I think I'm gonna go with NCAA men's basketball championship.
That's a good one.
I just think it's always a pretty close game. It's always electric. The fans travel for them.
I was going to say that's
atmosphere.
Like the complete opposite of the Super Bowl for me, that like even though it's always at a neutral site, both fans travel because it's in the realm of an affordable ticket. So you're still getting that electric atmosphere.
Yeah, so I think that would probably be my number one pick there.
Okay.
Definitely.
And then your number 2?
Yeah.
I'm back up.
Right back at it.
Can they be hypotheticals, or do they have to be like it? I can actually attend it at some time.
What do you mean?
Like, can I put like a past event that happened as my pick?
Well, it could technically probably happen again. So, I mean, depending on what
I'm gonna try and win the draft. So I'm gonna go Super Bowl for my second pick.
Okay. There you go. Even though we've been bashing the experience the whole pod, you're like, I'm going to do it anyway.
Well, I think I'm just not super excited for this Super Bowl. If it was an awesome Super Bowl, then it'd be different.
So give me your dream Super Bowl.
Who are the teams? I don't know, because it depends on the year.
Who's your teams? Who's your halftime show? Because you get that. That's part of it.
You're getting
at least a little concert in there too.
That's true. It's tough though, because it depends on the season, because the storyline is a big part of it for me. Like I want to be able to buy into a storyline, so that's important. Because you guys know I don't have like a team loyalty, so it's not like it has to be this team in it. If it's I just want it to be a good game. I want it to be a close line, and I want there to be a good storyline attached to it. And then for the halftime performance, I think Drake would be pretty sweet for a halftime performance.
That he would put on a good show.
That'd be a good one. Yep.
That's all I'll go with.
Okay.
All right, there you go.
I am going to go with Liverpool in the Champions League final.
Okay.
Yep.
Because then what comes with that is like it's always in a pretty cool city, so I get a good travel out of it. And then soccer fans travel like crazy, so the atmosphere at that game is going to be off the charts.
True.
I like that. All right. So that means I'm up again.
Yep.
And mine might be a little surprising, but it's something that I do want to do, and I do count this as a sport. I want to go to the Kentucky Derby. So I think that experience.
I think that's a great one.
Yeah, I feel like that experience would be pretty cool. The whole like pomp and circumstance that goes around it, and like, it's a very historic event that has happened for many, many years. So I think my second pick is the Kentucky Derby. And my third pick, I guess, so I'm up again already.
Yep.
It's so as a hockey guy, I think I'm going to go with this Game 7 of a Blue Stanley Cup.
Yeah.
They just won recently, and I didn't get to go to any of the Stanley Cup games. Luckily, now I am pretty set up as a season ticket holder with my dad that
you got good odds.
If they ever make it again, then I will be in the house for the Stanley
Did you
Cup
go
games.
to the watch party at the?
Dude, I was
in the building for. Oh, okay. I was there for that. That was pretty sweet.
You were at Enterprise?
Yeah.
I didn't know that. That's awesome.
I got confetti that I saved from it.
Indianapolis. I was in a hotel bar in Indianapolis, Indiana when the Blues won the Stanley Cup. Wow. But it was cool because there was a lot of people in there rooting for them, shockingly. Like, the place was packed and everyone was rooting for them, so that was cool. But, yeah. So because I think that makes me want to go even more because I know that the first time around I wasn't even in St. Louis, which kind of sucked. So yeah, Game 7 Stanley Cup Final, Blues versus honestly Boston again would be great.
That
That
would
would
be
be
good.
who I'd want as the opponent. So so much history between St. Louis and
Blackhawks would
Boston,
also be a good one to take down.
but they can't because
That would have to be just
Oh, that
conference
doesn't work like that?
championships.
Oh.
No,
No, they're
in the
because
same
they're in the
conference.
central.
We
with
got
us.
to go back to Let's Learn Sports and work
We're
on,
bringing it
on the
back.
hockey divisions.
Exactly. But yep. So that's my third pick.
So to not do soccer again, so I'll ask you guys on this pick. Can I say just the Summer Olympics, or do I need to pick an event that I want to watch at the Summer Olympics?
No, I would be fine with you. I would be fine with you doing the whole thing.
Okay, then
I don't
just
know.
to be able to go to the Summer Olympics, I think would be super cool.
I don't know how the tickets work for the Olympics. Do you?
I don't know either. Like, do I have to purchase like a pool ticket and I can watch all the swimming, or do I just get an Olympic ticket and I can just?
I think you just get.
It's also
an
like all
Olympics
the
ticket.
events aren't like
It's like a pass
next to each
That's
other.
what I thought.
No, they're
Yeah, well,
usually
yeah,
somewhat spread out. There's an Olympic Village, but then like you might have to drive like 12 miles to get to the closest like large enough stadium or something like that.
Well, and sometimes they're in completely different cities.
Yeah, it's true.
but I'll give you the hypothetical of
So I'm
attending
gonna say the Summer Olympics.
Yeah,
Okay,
that's good.
fair. I think I'm gonna take what I'm guessing Adam just slid on, and that's gonna be just because I'm trying to win this. Really, I'm gonna go World Cup final.
Yeah, I knew that you were thinking
That was gonna be my other one, but I didn't want to do back-to-back soccer.
I would
really,
have respected it, but still.
Really, if I could double down on US being in that World Cup final, like
sure,
if it's dealer's choice, that's what I'm picking. And like,
Yeah.
to be fair, we have an opportunity if you really wanted to, 2026.
Yeah. Yeah.
I do think I'm going to try and go to at least one of the games that is hosted in Kansas City for that.
Yep.
You
know what all this I was just going to say, you know what all this like big sporting event talk we've been doing is making me think of when Michael Scott buys a hotel room for the Olympics and then he can't go, so he just calls and cancels it.
Well, and it's funny because he's like on the phone with them. He's like, "No, I booked it." She's like, "Oh, sorry, we don't have you here." And then he reads back the conversation. He's like, "Oh, Mr. Scott, I found you. Yep, we have you." He's like, "Okay, we're gonna have to go ahead and cancel that."
Classic.
But I don't know, because originally I was kind of I don't know if nervous was the right word, but because obviously Kansas City isn't a huge market. Like in my mind, I was like, "Oh, the game Kansas City is going to be like Canada versus Iran." And like that wouldn't be the most exciting soccer game to be at. But
soccer power.
They're hosting a quarterfinal, so like I feel like because they're gonna want spirits high, build momentum, Kansas City could get a couple good games.
I think they might get something pretty good just because of the show out for the show out for the Chiefs generally, and then B, the show out for Taylor Swift. Like, I think they've proven that there's a market there for events. I know it doesn't correlate necessarily, but like, there's big show outs for events.
But
like when you look at like, it's the same reason, which it's not the same reason because the Super Bowl gets picked to be in these cities more because of weather than anything. But like, LA hosts Super Bowls, Phoenix, like big markets, and Kansas City is not a big market, but there's so much going on during the World Cup that like if they like all group play for group B, for example, is in Kansas City, like you're going to have at least one, probably two solid teams that'll play in Kansas City. It's not like they're just going to host one game and then host a quarterfinal, you know?
Well, it's in the center of the country too, so it's easy to get to. Like, a lot of people can get there easily.
But let's run through it. Dave, recap your picks.
All right, so my 3 picks on the sporting event that we must attend draft. I'm going with the Masters, the Kentucky Derby, and Game 7 of the Stanley Cup Finals between the Blues and the Boston Bruins.
Me, I went Game 7 of the World Series with the Cardinals, Liverpool Champions League final, and the Summer Olympics.
I went NCAA Men's Championship. What did I say next after that? We're World Cup final.
And World Cup final was your last.
Struggle bus. What'd you pick?
What did I pick?
Your second was the
Super Bowl. Super Bowl. All right. Sorry.
What were some
honorable mentions?
What were your 3?
Like, if it's just hard because
Chris,
I
go back and tell us your 3.
Chris
It was NCAA Men's Championship, Super Bowl, World Cup final.
Okay, got it. Thank you.
Honorable mentions.
Couple honorable mentions.
I think like it's tough on this one because you don't know who's going to be in this, like who's going to be matched up. But like I think the biggest main card event of the year, I think that USC fight would be really fun to go to.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
If you had decent
definitely.
seats, like I wouldn't want to be way too high up. I wouldn't necessarily want to be ringside either, just because I couldn't afford it. But somewhere in the middle where you can kind of see the action would be pretty awesome.
What was
if
your
you could afford it? That'd be sick.
Ringside would be.
What was
awesome,
your hypothetical you wanted to throw out there? The past event.
McGregor versus
Khabib.
Yes.
Nate
yeah.
Diaz?
No. Nate Diaz. I think it was their rematch fight.
Their second one.
Is that the one we watched down at the Lake of the Ozarks together? When we had the infamous "What's in it for me"?
The deposition. In the deposition. We had the deposition that time.
We paid like $90 for that, and he's just gone the whole time. We're like, where is this guy? Why is he not watching this?
Yep.
No, that was actually the Mayweather fight, wasn't it?
No, it wasn't the Mayweather.
Or was it?
I know where I was when I watched
It was
the
a
Mayweather.
UFC fight. I just don't remember who it was.
I was in Peoria, Illinois for the McGregor Mayweather.
Okay.
I've been in some random places for major sporting events, obviously.
I had especially now that the NHL is doing the Olympics again, like being at like the gold medal game of the Winter Olympics for hockey would probably be an incredible atmosphere.
Oh yeah,
I was gonna say,
Winter Classic
Olympics
would be fun
awesome.
too. I know that's kind of a different.
I didn't get to go to that when it was in St. Louis.
I didn't either. Well, they just announced Blues and Blackhawks next year at Wrigley Field.
Something about being outside in Chicago on January 1st doesn't tickle my fancy, but
that's true.
That would be an incredible atmosphere. If like I am a Chargers fan, but I'm not a big enough Chargers fan, and their atmosphere at games is basically a road game anyway. So like a Chargers AFC championship game like wouldn't do it for me because it's not like that atmosphere would be anything exciting. But like I'm sure Sam would say like an NFC championship game for the Packers at Lambeau would be like an incredible atmosphere. Or even being like, if you're a huge Chiefs fan, being in Arrowhead for an AFC championship game would be an incredible atmosphere.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want to change my number one first pick to any sporting event that I get to go to with the two of you guys.
Wow.
And the winner of the Nightly Nonsense sporting event draft is Mr. Chris Jablonski.
Oh, the automatic W. And I think everyone that listens would agree.
Yeah, for sure. It's all about who you're with, not what you're watching.
Honestly, though.
It really is.
Do you have any good conspiracy talk for us today, Chris?
Have you? I don't have a lot, but have you guys heard about the freckle conspiracy? For guys,
I'm not familiar. No.
Take a look at your left forearm. Do either of you have a freckle right here on your left forearm? Do you?
Yeah.
In the exact same spot?
Guy. Yeah,
Dave, you got it?
I have one right
in the spot. Here. Oh, yours is a little lower, Dave.
I can't. Yeah, I got one right
there, though. That's where you're pointing.
No, Dave, you're on the spot. Okay, so Dave and I are clones. Adam, let me see yours again. Like, kind of angle it away like this. Yeah, but you're more on the inside, right? Yeah. Okay, so Adam's a real human being. Dave and I are clones / not
To
real
be fair,
human
I do
beings.
also have one here. I got a lot.
Oh,
of
okay,
lawn
that's pretty
freckles,
close to
but-
the spot.
I mean, I
All
got a
I
lot
know
of lawn
is
freckles.
there was this TikTok trend going around, and you can look it up. You just search guys with the freckle, and the theory is
Good tweet.
it's
good tweet.
unbelievable how many people in the world. I guess it's not really when you think about the number of people in the world, but it is kind of crazy how the majority of guys will have a freckle right here on their arm in the same exact spot. And so the
Wow.
working theory is that if you have that freckle, you're a clone, and if you don't, you're a regular person. You're not an NPC.
Oh, I'm a real boy.
I'm a real boy.
I'm a real boy.
I love that.
I don't know.
for me.
Do you guys have any conspiracies you want some more information about?
Where did these conspiracies come from? Like, how did this freckle theory like genuinely gain traction?
I think it's just unemployed people, just bored.
Just bored.
Your
Those who are
unemployed friend on a
unemployed.
Tuesday. It's like, wait, you got that same freckle?
Let me put this out on TikTok and see how many people respond. And then it was like hundreds of people were like, wait, I have that freckle. And then now there's a conspiracy about it.
Did you guys ever hear the conspiracy about Wayfair? The Wayfair conspiracy? You remember that one?
I do remember
Yep.
that.
So it'd be
Yeah.
like a desk, and it would be named like Tracy, or it'd have like a girl's name, and apparently
Yeah,
people
you
were
were like-
saying
it
like
was
that's
like
how
a
they were
sex
purchasing
trafficking
sex
website.
traffic. Yep,
Yeah.
that
Yeah,
was.
I heard that.
I did
That
a
was
lot of
terrible.
research into that one. It wasn't exist, but man, talk about a bad year for Wayfair. How did they recover?
I know. People just stop buying stuff
Because
they're like,
as
I don't want
soon
to
as soon as it catches, like there's no coming back from
Yeah,
that.
because people will just
No.
jump on because it's fun and it's a story to
Exactly.
talk about.
Yeah, that's not a fun conspiracy though.
Do you guys
No,
have any
but-
ones that you'd like me to do some research on and dive into for you?
Dude, you know me. I'm like the least
Hmm.
conspiracy theory guy in the group here.
That's a good.
I mean,
thing.
similar to the pyramid conversation we had. I know there's questions about how Stonehenge got to where
Yeah.
It
oh,
is.
Easter Island. Easter Island creeps. I don't know how they made those big heads.
that look like shockingly a lot like Trevor Lawrence.
Yeah, they all
A
look
lot.
just like Trevor Lawrence.
It's
I bet
almost
Trevor Lawrence
uncanny.
has got a. I bet he's got a freckle on his left arm too.
Oh, for sure.
For sure, that
For
guy's got a
sure.
freckle.
Let's get him on here and talk about his left arm freckle.
All right,
But-
well, I'll bring some better material to the table next week.
You know, maybe
I was
people could
unprepared
sound
for this,
off.
guys. I was unprepared for
So-
today.
People
That's
can
all right,
sound
that's all
off in
right.
the comments about conspiracies they want to hear.
Yeah, Zach, what conspiracy do you want to?
I mean, this isn't a conspiracy theory, but like
That was-
I would love to have a good organized crime conversation. Like I think the mob is so interesting.
Very interesting. Yeah. Okay. I could get involved with
It's like
that.
maybe how deep the mob really goes, Really get
Yeah.
into
Okay.
it.
yeah,
All
I'm
right.
part of it. Fun fact.
But next
okay.
week, tune in.
That's Chris's
Conspiracies will
Conspiracy
be coming in
Corner,
hot.
brought to you by the World Wildlife Foundation. Adam, give me our Let's Learn Sports intro and sponsor, and then I'll give you guys your challenge.
Yeah, so Let's Learn Sports, as always, brought to you by Fanatics for all your sporting needs. If you need to attend the sporting event of your dreams, if you're going to the Super Bowl, you need a Travis Kelce jersey because you're probably not actually a real fan. You're just a Taylor Swift fan and you're going to the Super Bowl. If you need your 49ers jersey, get yourself set up for the Super Bowl. If you're going to the Olympics down the line, get all of your gear. Fanatics is your spot. Go to Fanatics. Get your gear, people.
Love
Bingo. Get it.
All right, let's learn some sports. Your challenge this
Let's
week,
freaking
you
do
guys,
it.
is to name as many PGA Tour events as you can. If you
Oh.
get 20, you pass. If you get all 44 of them, you get some type of
Wow.
reward. And if you could do
I
it
don't
in
think I got
order, you guys are goaded.
We're not getting it in order.
Not getting all 44 and not getting them in order.
All right,
All
give me
right.
20. Give me
We'll
20.
start. Well, hold on. All right. We'll try in order. The first
Yeah,
one's
yeah,
Sony.
just try in order.
First one's Sony. The Sony
Wrong.
Classic. Or whatever.
Wrong.
Well, wait. When's the season technically start? I guess we can't
Uh,
answer that question.
No, I can. It starts on January 4th.
Okay.
You're close.
Well,
The
that's
hint
like
here is that there's actually 2 in this location, and they stay there before they leave.
Okay. Well, that doesn't help me. I don't think. Let's not try to get them in order. This is
Okay.
gonna take a
Either
while.
way, I'm gonna write them down here. So Dave, you said Sony.
Yeah, the Sony
Yep,
Classic.
that's one.
The Genesis Invitational.
2.
The Waste Management Phoenix Open.
3.
Adam, you want to hop in?
Well, we can do all of the majors. So
Okay,
you have
write 'em.
the Masters,
4.
U.S. Open.
5.
I think it's now just called the Open,
Yeah.
6.
and then the
Formerly the
PGA
British.
champion, and then the PGA Championship.
7.
And then you have the St. Jude's Classic.
Okay. Out of left
The
field.
Well, it's no, that's one of the group of
Elevated.
now. Elevated ones.
Masters,
Yeah.
PGA.
The John Deere Classic near you, Chris.
Okay, that's 10.
The Pebble Beach Pro-Am last week.
Okay.
Travelers.
Travelers.
Travelers, a good one.
12.
I've missed a couple. Who did you say in between the final major I named and the John Deere, the one that Chris said out of left field, St. Jude?
St. Jude. Yeah, St. Jude.
Mhm.
Okay, and then
you
I
got-
named Travelers.
The Players Championship.
Okay, TPC.
Yep, at TPC Sawgrass. The RBC Canadian Open.
Okay. It's actually called the RBC Heritage, but I'll give it to you.
Oh, I thought the RBC Heritage is the one in
Harbortown.
Harbortown. The Canadian
is there a
Open is
different one?
actually the Canadian Open is in Canada.
What are the 3 FedEx events? BMW, I know, is one.
Oh, there you go. Write that down.
Isn't the BMW? Okay. We're at 15.
No. Yeah, the BMW its own tournament. And the Players Championship's one of the FedEx ones, isn't it?
No.
It's not. Okay.
Coca-Cola one?
No. There's the one at the Bridgestone in Cleveland. What's that?
Is it not the Bridgestone?
I don't think.
No.
It's not. But there is one played at Bridgestone, the golf course in Cleveland. I just had one in my head, and then it came out of my head.
There's an easy one that you guys are not thinking of right now that is probably the easiest one to think of right now.
That we're not thinking of, that's probably the easiest one to think of, you say?
Right now.
I already said the Waste Management Phoenix Open.
Oh, you did? Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
that was
What
like
are you
the
at,
third
Adam?
one.
I'm at 15.
That sounds right. I think I missed a
Okay.
couple.
Okay.
So we're going to say we're at 15. We're getting in St. Louis, we're getting the BMW, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
the BMW. The Ryder Cup doesn't count.
Mm-hmm.
You guys can get here. Come on.
Is the Scottish Open on
No.
the tour?
Oh,
That's
Genesis Scottish Open is on the tour.
Yep. Rory McIlroy always plays in that. There's one that I had in my head and it left my head.
I'm pretty disappointed in myself here. I can't think of these right now.
Think of sponsors.
That's what I'm trying to do. The Honda Classic.
Yep. Wait. Is it the
That was-
Honda? I think that.
Did they get rid of the Honda Classic?
Well, I think it's just called something else.
Well, I got another one. The Arnold Palmer.
Yeah, that's
Ooh,
what I was
there you
thinking
go.
was.
The Arnold Palmer Invitational or whatever.
Okay. We're at 17.
Does Does Mercedes have one?
No.
What are the other FedEx events? We only named the BMW.
St.
I
Jude
thought
is a
St.
FedEx event.
Jude's.
Yeah.
Okay, it is.
Yeah.
Then I'm pretty positive one takes place in Atlanta. Is that the BMW?
No, the BMW moves
No, it's in
around.
Castle Pines.
Because that's why I said Coca-Cola. Like, I feel like there's one in Atlanta.
Well, the Tour Championship, but is that the one at Sawgrass?
No, that's at
No,
East
that's
Lake.
the Players.
That's the
It's
Atlanta.
TPC Sawgrass.
Oh, perfect. That's the one in Atlanta.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yep. 18.
Okay. 18. Okay. The fact that there's 44 events too. Is
Yeah,
wild.
that's crazy. Do they go to Hawaii every year?
Yep. Always starts in Hawaii.
Okay, so what are the ones in Hawaii?
We got one of them. The Sony Open, but
Which
there's one right before that. It's always at Kapalua.
Oh, Kapalua. Okay.
The Kapalua Championship.
Mm-mm.
No. The American Express.
Okay, yeah, we'll give you that one. That's not what it is, but we'll give you that one.
I thought that it was. It's just, oh, so that one's not in.
Hawaii.
That's not the
That's
one-
in La Quinta.
It is a tournament, but it's not the one in Hawaii, is what he was saying.
Okay.
The American Express is the one held in Palm Springs. So it's the Pete Dye course, PGA West, and La Quinta Country Club. They split it up on 3 courses. Only need one more here.
I know.
Tiger got in that accident. That was at Genesis, right? The Genesis Invitational.
Correct.
I'm trying to think.
We got that. But then after that, that tournament when he made his comeback, his first comeback, that was at.
Did we say? Is Bridgestone? Do they have a tournament, or is that just?
Was I just
Okay.
wrong? Okay.
I'm trying to think of sponsors, like you said.
So the one that Tiger came back, that was the Valspar.
Yep, there you go.
That's 20.
That's 20. All right, come on. You guys can get.
There's
let's see if we can get
also-
to 25. Let's see if we can get to 25. I believe in you guys.
Well, there's one in Texas every year.
Yep.
Valero.
Valero. Yeah.
Yep.
Valero Texas Open. Look at that.
That's a good one.
The Lululemon.
I think I remembered that first one in Hawaii.
Come on.
Is that the Century?
Yes. Okay, 3 more. Come on. You guys can get 3 more. I know you can.
The SpongeBob
We
Invitational.
are.
Family.
We are.
Family insurance.
We
farmers.
are.
We already said the farmers.
No,
Oh,
you haven't.
we are.
I'll give you
farmers.
We
We already got that. Adam
No.
got that one earlier. Yeah,
No,
you
I
did.
didn't.
No, you didn't.
Oh, you
I said
didn't?
we said travelers.
that's
we
Torrey
did not
Pines,
say
yeah.
farmers.
Oh, okay. There's that AT&T Byron Nelson one.
Yep. One more.
Travelers is Torrey Pines. Is it always there, or was the one you just is
No,
because one
farmers
of
is
them-
farmers is always at Torrey Pines.
okay? I
believe.
was gonna say because Travelers,
Maybe
I'm
it's
pretty
not.
sure is in Connecticut because that's where Travelers headquarters is.
So we got the RBC Heritage that's at
Yep.
Harbortown.
You got
and then
both of them.
The RBC in Canada. Okay.
Yep.
The Canadian Open.
Where else host tournaments? Like what are some of the ones that it's in the same course every year? Like I'm sure there's like a big Florida tournament we're missing,
We got the players.
but like it's not like they only play the players.
No,
in
I think you
Florida,
got. I think you got the majority of the Florida
Okay.
ones.
Yeah, the players is always a TPC Sawgrass.
I know I'm saying like they don't only play the players, but I also don't know where all of these tournaments are, to be fair.
The Wells Fargo
Yep.
Championship.
Nice. That's
That's
all you guys
25.
need. If you want to, you can keep going. There's a couple other ones I think you guys can get.
Well,
I
since
think-
we're on Wells
yeah.
Fargo, there's like Charles Schwab,
Yep.
too.
There's one more that kind of is in that realm of kind of banking, but not necessarily strictly banking. It's like banking for houses.
The
Something-
Rocket Mortgage.
Nice, Dave.
banking for houses. I was gonna say the something mortgage.
The
then
Rocket Mortgage.
This one is sponsored by the industry that our friend Plager works in.
The Plastics.
Yeah. That's not the
Sponsored
name
by
of a
plastics.
tournament, but
The Plastic Championship.
it's a big plastic manufacturer.
3M.
Yes, nice, Dave.
Look at you.
Wow. Let's see. What other industries would host things like hotels?
I would
It's
say
not
because
like a
where we're at on
bar.
time, Chris, just name some of the ones that maybe you thought we'd still be able to get, and then we'll switch
You
gears
guys
to the lyric
did
battle.
really good. I mean,
I
the
would say
rest of
Dave
these
did
are
really well. I
the
was
rest
here
of
for
these
moral
are
support.
not really known. Like
I got
there's
it.
the Barracuda Championship.
Okay.
There's the
I
Kentucky
never would have got
Championship.
there. Nope.
There's
What?
the
Kentucky Championship.
the Memorial Tournament.
Ooh, Memorial. We could have got
We should have gotten the Memorial.
the Presidents, the 4th of July. All the holidays have one.
The Myrtle Beach Classic.
Okay.
I don't think I would have ever.
You guys got
to that.
Valspar, right? And then there's the Texas
Yep.
Children Houston's Open. There's the
That's a mouthful.
Cognizant Classic. There's the
Right,
Puerto
right.
Rico Open,
I've never even
Mexico
heard
Open.
of the Cog.
I knew there were a couple in that
You
area.
guys
I
did
just didn't know
good.
the name of them.
You guys got all the major ones.
Other than Memorial.
Good job, Dave.
Adam,
yeah, that was
you
impressive.
You got
Good
a
job,
couple.
guys.
You got a
I was
couple.
here for moral support.
Yeah, you got all the majors.
Let's see if there's
Love
any other ones that you guys missed out.
No, I think that
I think we're
covers it.
good. Yeah, you guys crushed it.
Yeah.
That was
Beautiful.
good. All right.
All right. Now, lyric battle. We have a
It's
potential victory
time.
on the line tonight. If Dave
Mm.
gives me the clean sweep, that clinches him the victory and clinches me last place.
I
No, it
lied
wouldn't
to you
clinch you
guys.
last place.
Yeah, because if it's first to 12, if you get 3, that gives you 12, and I'm sitting in a solely last at 8.
Yeah, but when you two keep playing until
No.
someone else.
No,
I thought
you win.
we can, but I thought we just said just whoever has the least amount of points when someone hits 12 is the loser.
Okay.
Okay.
Which we
I
haven't
lied to you
decided
guys.
what that we haven't decided what that punishment is yet, but we'll figure it out if we have to.
Yep.
Are you not going funk, pop,
No.
hard rap?
No, I lied to you guys.
Then why did I listen to funk all day at
Just
work?
because I wanted you to get funky. All right. Funk is
Dude, I
actually
literally-
involved in this. Funk is
I
involved.
had to sit
still.
down. I had to sit down at my desk when I was listening to because I have a standing desk, so I sometimes get vertical, and I was listening to funk, and I just like found myself like bebopping a
funky.
little bit. I was like, people are judging me. I gotta get down.
It's time to get funky. Funky.
All right.
funky.
Who's
All right,
going first?
lyric battle brought to you by
Dave?
SeatGeek. SeatGeek for all your ticketing needs.
Okay.
Even movie tickets.
One of
All
these
right.
days.
Dave,
do you want to
has authority.
Do you want to kick off or do you want to return?
I'm gonna go ahead and return.
Ooh, he's
All
gonna
right.
set the tone.
I did it. I did it last week. I'm doing it
He's
again.
gonna set the tone.
All right, Dave. Your first word is don't.
Don't. Okay, I'll go ahead and pass.
He passed.
Oh, Adam, your word is gimme. Gimme.
Okay. I'm also going to pass.
Okay. The third word is that.
All right, I'll pass.
All I
Okay.
have in my mind is "Gimme That" by Chris Brown, but I know that's not it.
The next word is that's.
Don't gimme that. That's you say.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
Pass.
guys, hold on.
Did you blow it?
I'm a clown. The next word is look. Look. The next word is look. So we got don't give me that look.
Okay, so it's not don't give me that's.
No, it's not.
Okay. I'm still going to
Okay.
pass, and then I'm going to assume after look it's probably
correct. You're Dave, the next word is that's.
Okay. Don't give me that look. I'll pass.
Okay. The next word, Adam, is right. RIGHT.
I think I know what it is, but I don't want to sing it because then
Okay.
I feel like I'm going to give it to Dave.
Okay.
Okay.
Is that a pass?
Yeah, I think so because I don't think I'm confident enough in what the next couple of lyrics are, but I feel like this next word is going to give it away if it is what I think it is.
Okay. Dave, the next word is let's.
Lots of contractions.
Yeah, there's a couple commas tossed in here.
Oh, gosh. Don't give me that look. That's right. Let's. I'll pass.
All right. The next word is get.
I'm going to sing it and we'll see if it's right, but
I think
where I'm
you
at
got it.
Don't give me that look. That's right. Let's get #fresh. You ain't ready for me.
No.
I'm a dangerous man. There's some money in my pocket. Keep up.
Nope.
Isn't that a similar?
Pretty close. All right, Dave. The next word is sweaty.
Let's get sweaty.
Let's get sweaty. I feel like I should know this.
And I'm just going to go out and say right now, if you can sing the chorus to it, you get it.
Okay. And then I think we're also at a point now where if you can get song and artist.
Yeah, I agree.
Okay.
Dave,
I don't know.
Pass. All right. Adam, the next word is let's.
Again?
Yeah.
Let's get sweaty. Pass.
Okay, Dave, the next word is get.
Let's get.
Dude.
That's a pass. Adam.
That is a pass.
The next word is real. REAL.
Don't give me that look. That's right. Let's get sweaty. Let's get real. Pass.
Okay.
I don't have it.
Dave, the next word.
I don't know.
The next word is sweaty.
What song is this?
Don't give me that.
I'm too funked out.
Yeah. Don't give me that look. That's right. Let's get sweaty. Let's get real sweaty.
Real sweaty.
Ooh. Yeah, I'm not gonna know the
Pass.
song.
All right, Adam. The next word is I'm.
Don't give me that look. That's right. Let's get sweaty. Let's get real sweaty. I'm.
Chris always has the hardest song.
I'm too sexy for my shit.
No.
All
right. Honestly, that came in my head too.
I'm just pretending we're starting at I'm.
Dave, the next word is talking.
I'm surprised it wasn't sweaty.
I know. I'm sweaty. I'm talking. No.
It's good. Like, is this a song we should
get it.
know?
You'll get it in the next 3 to 4 words for sure.
Okay.
I
Pressure's
don't think
on.
I don't think I know. I mean, I don't think
You
I
will,
am
you
because I
will.
don't think I know.
I think you
the-
will. You might not. This one might be a stretch, but I think you will.
I'm passing.
Okay. The next word is rainforest.
I'm talking rainforest. Don't give me that look. That's right. Let's get sweaty. Let's get real sweaty. I'm talking rainforest. Ooh, so wet like the rainforest, sweaty like the rainforest.
Mm.
I got nothing.
The
All
next,
right, Dave. The
word's
next
gonna
word
probably
is
be
sweaty.
Yeah, I got nothing. I don't know.
Okay.
Sorry.
Since we're dragging on here, I'm going to give you a whole line now. So you're going to get the whole next
Ooh.
line, and then I'm going to go to the next person.
I feel like, to be fair, because Dave got the first word, I feel like
you can.
okay.
Dude, I don't know.
Okay. I'm just going to go
I
with
get a
this.
full line. Okay.
Adam, the next line is, I'm talking swamp sweaty.
Dude, I have nothing.
Okay. Dave, the next line is, let's fill the bathtub full of sweat.
I have no clue. Here's the deal, Adam. If you can get it, it's yours because I don't know the song.
I can't give
Sweat,
you the full
baby,
line
sweat,
here,
baby.
but because it's got the name of it in it. Baby who wants to love.
I think we just we nix
All right.
it? Because I got
Yeah.
nothing.
Yeah.
Come on, girl. Yeah, it's me, Jackie Moon. Don't give me that look. That's right. Let's get sweaty.
It's from
Baby
Semi
don't
Pro.
want to love me sexy.
Oh, I would have never gotten there.
Really? Baby, I
No.
want you to lick me sexy. You guys have never heard that song before?
I've
I
never
have,
heard-
but I have because I've
not.
seen Semi Pro, but that's not where my head was.
I haven't seen that movie in probably 10 years.
That's
Love me
unfortunate, guy.
sexy.
Dude, Chris always hitting us with the hardest
I love it.
ones.
Keeping us on our toes.
I know.
Come on, girl. Yeah, it's me, Jackie. That's right.
I was hoping that would show up on your funk research. All right, that's on me, guys. I'm sorry. God, all right. The
That
next
wasn't in
ones
my
are
Let's Get Funky day list.
the next ones are pretty easy. Okay, I really think you should get this. The first word to Dave, right? No, to
No,
Adam
No,
is
Adam.
what? What?
What in the butt?
Nope.
What in the butt?
Dave, your word is do.
What do? Pass.
Okay, Adam, your word is tigers.
What do tigers dream of when they take a little tiger snooze? Do they dream of mauling zebras
or Holly
Or
Berry?
Halle Berry in a
in a
Catwoman
Catwoman
suit.
Well,
Is the
don't
whole
you
theme of
worry,
this
you
movie
pretty
songs?
step ahead. We're gonna get you back to Tyson in your cozy tiger bed, and
Tiger
then we're
bed.
gonna find our
Gonna
best
find our
friend
best
Doug, and
friend
then
Doug.
we're gonna give him our best friend hug. Doug.
Doug, Doug, oh, Doug, Doug.
All right, this one should be pretty easy too.
Are they
That
all
was a good one,
movie
Adam.
songs? Is that the theme?
Yes, that's.
I
the
see
theme.
what you did here. He knows I don't watch movies, and he didn't want me to get that win.
Okay.
I know what's going on. I would have gotten that. I would have gotten that one on the.
Okay.
but, all right.
First word to go to Dave, correct?
Yeah.
The first word is the.
The pass. Pass.
Adam, the next word is snow.
Pass.
Dave, the next word is glows.
The snow glows. I'll pass.
Okay, Adam, the next word is white.
Pass.
Dave, the next word is on.
I think I got it.
Come on.
Okay, here we go. So
I know it, but I didn't know the
Snow-
words, and we're not at a point yet where I
snow
think we could
glows
give
white
song.
on the mountain
Tonight,
tonight. Not a foot
and to be seen, a kingdom of isolation. And it looks like I'm the queen. The wind is howling
it's-
like the swirling storm
So
inside.
it's the Let It Go.
Yeah,
Let it
Idina
go.
Menzel.
Great.
I
Let
knew
go.
it, but
Let
I knew
go.
it, but we weren't at a point yet where song and title would have been acceptable, and I didn't know the lyrics.
All right, so what do we do here? Should I come up with an impromptu third song?
You can?
Yeah,
Oh, yeah, because
yeah.
it's 1-1 right now. We have to decide who goes on next week.
Yeah, you got an extra in the bag.
Okay, I got it.
All right.
Who's
sure
got
I'm gonna
Adam?
get-
First word is lock.
Pass.
Dave, next word is eyes.
I know it.
Go ahead.
The next
Lock
word,
eyes
Adam,
from across the
across the room.
Down the drink says the
drink.
rhythms.
As soon as
Like
you
jizz in my pants.
Skip the names. No name here for the silly games. Make my way through the smoking crowd. The club is the sky and I'm on your cloud. Moving close as the angels cry. Your body's touching the angels. Leave this place, go back to yours. Our lips first touch outside your doors. The whole night, what we got in store. She whispers in my ear that I want some more, and I jizz in my pants.
My pants.
I jizz in my pants. I jizz in my pants. Cause I jizz in my pants. It's jizz in my pants.
I would have actually gotten that one after a couple. Oh,
Wow.
man.
A storm back from Adam and a tie at the top. 2 10s, correct?
Yeah.
2 10s.
Wow.
So 10-10 and what do you
9
have,
for Chris.
Chris? So next week, one of you two could win.
Yep.
Well, I have
If
to
you-
clean sweep to ensure that I don't come in
Lose.
last now?
Yeah.
I think so. No, because
Yeah.
if I win 1 and lose 2, then I'd be tied with Dave at 10.
No, you have 9.
I know. So if I won 1, I'd be at
But I would win.
Yeah. And then me and you would be tied, so we don't know who loses.
that's
so
what I
then-
was saying. Yeah.
Ooh, and then we would have to have a showdown for who gets the punishment.
I know. So Adam, you're going to have one like ready in the event that occurs.
Ooh, we'll do it impromptu, not a best of 3, just a 1-song roulette.
Yeah.
Ooh.
I like that.
And
Now I
it
hope
has
it
to be the
happens.
first song from your day list.
Ooh. I like that a lot.
Whatever.
Now
it
we're
is.
getting creative.
All right.
All right.
So we kind
I
of
like
said
it.
it there, but Dave and I tied at the top with 10. Chris is at 9. We'll have to figure out what we want that punishment to be. I have something in mind. We'll talk about it outside the pod, and we'll see what the boys think. But-
All right.
As always, it was a great episode. Boys, I always love talking to you. That's Nightly Nonsense.
I'm a beautiful butterfly.
Good night.
Hold me sexy. Dude, I
Oh.
haven't seen semi-pro.